Okay, so we were looking at working the concessions. And so what we're doing is what we want to do is we want to be able to build a folder that says who will allow us as an organization to be able to come in and be able to raise money and work the low-hanging fruit to show up at a Bulls game and be able to work the concessions. And we put that out there last time. I think the only willing I heard was LaDonna. LaDonna is very willing, but LaDonna and I don't make a team. And so everyone suggested that we circle back to KCSSU, whose organization was there the first time. This robotics team was funded for KCSSU. And then we asked Kevin and his team of parents to maybe participate with the robotics club so that we could have more people as a collective to be able to show up for these games. And so I had the information, but we didn't have time to go through it. So I want to kind of go through it a little bit so you can kind of see how labor intensive it is and kind of can understand why we need more than just the coalition of the willing of two people. We need more of really like the whole team. And so this is just an example. All of like the ballparks, the arenas, DPAC, PNC, they offer an opportunity for organizations to come out and work as a team. And with the Durham Bulls, they're looking at maybe like 5 or 6 people. I checked with the Coastal Federal Credit Union. They will work with us with at least like 2 people. So different arenas have different criteria and standard, but they all are asking that you're a 501c3 and they're all asking that you have insurance. And so in order for us to keep this organization going and thriving, I'm suggesting either we incorporate as a 501c3 under that realm, or we merge with another organization. I'm willing, I'm already doing the work. The TMT Youth Community Foundation is a STEAM related organization. I asked my organization today, they're kind of unwilling, but we do have the support to make it more of a cohesive team so that we can meet the objectives of these types of things to raise money. And so this is a folder that now you have access to, and it shows you the eligibility requirements. This says for the Durham Bulls, you need a commitment of 4 volunteers, and you have to commit to 10 games. Proof of the 501c3 status required. Group members must be of 18 years of age to staff events and serve alcohol. So these are things we can't even send the kids to. So what I'm looking for right now is someone who can fill this folder up with what the opportunities are from different organizations. And I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys give me some suggestions on who would like to fill this folder up with the different opportunities from the different organizations.
I'm sorry, can you explain that statement again? You said the different opportunities. I just got kind of lost. So you're saying, you're asking who can volunteer their time to do it? Fundraise, you're saying?
To see what we need from each organization. Any organization that usually has a game or holds concerts, DPAC, maybe sometimes the convention centers, the PNC Arena, they have opportunities where organizations can come out and work and send volunteers, and they walk away from the season with $30,000, $40,000, enough to cover expenses to continue the organization. It's a parent-led approach. The parents have to be willing to volunteer their time to fund the organization, but that pays for the hotels, it pays for the $5,000 that we need for the robot. And so we need someone to first gather the information.
So, how are we gathering the information? I guess that's my question. I don't understand, is it just as simple as dropping it in the folder and people kind of go out there and volunteer where they can? I'm not following that process.
Well, we would go to Google and then we would just say, you would go to DPAC and research their website and see if there is a place where organizations can sign up to work with the arena. You would go to PNC and go to their webpage and you would see whether or not they have an opportunity to work in the arena. I know that PNC has an opportunity, and I know Durham Bulls has an opportunity. And just like Durham Bulls has this packet, can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so this came from the person that's over Durham Bulls, and they're saying, hey, this is our season. Here are our requirements. Here's the application. Here is the dates that you can work. So this is a sample packet from Durham Bulls part to show you when an organization can go out and work to earn monies for the organization in exploring fundraising opportunities. So this is or other fundraising opportunities, but we need someone to spearhead how we're going to sustain this organization. I started the process, but I can't do it all by myself.
Okay, yeah, I would be willing to look into that, look into some other options for us.
Okay, and so so with the next meeting, we're gonna say that LaDonna, this is gonna be your folder. And so I'm gonna say that we're gonna take my name off of this now, and we're gonna put LaDonna here. And so can anyone help LaDonna do the reach out? LaDonna, that's spell your name, right?
I can't really see, but yes, LADONNA.
Okay, and so really I know PNC has an opportunity, and so we're just looking because they'll send you a packet to tell you exactly what it is, and it may not just be the fundraising. I have a friend of mine, she's a Delicado in DC. They do a pop-up popcorn sale where everybody shares the link, and people within the organization just share a link. It's not labor intensive, it's just sharing a link. And it's actually, it's gourmet popcorn. I think I bought two $25 bags of popcorn and to support the organization. And in 3 days, they made a good $3,000-4,000 for the organization. So it could be exploring that type of thing, or it can be exploring anything, but we just need to be able to start to see how we're going to sustain this organization. Okay, so LaDonna, that's that. So we looked at the EIN number, bank account with 2 people having access to money. With the follow-up, it said LaDonna will present what is needed for the EIN. Is LaDonna, do you have a report on what's needed for the EIN?
Yeah, well, at the time that I was looking at it, I wasn't really sure if we would be doing like sole proprietor or nonprofit. It sounds like we're doing nonprofit, is what we would be trying to do. Is that correct? Because it's, the information is a little different depending on that. But if we're going to do as a nonprofit, we do have to have the name of a responsible party is what they call it on their website, responsible party information. So, and that person would need to provide their social. But also in addition to that, the name of the organization, there's general questions that we have to answer that should be, it's like 6 or 7 questions, like owner type, does the business, like just general questions that we have to answer. I do have a list of the questions, which we could go over, but we would also need contact information, like in addition to the responsible party who gives their social, we would just need to have, like, it's a section called communication. So phone number, email address for communication, and then the date that the organization was, established. That's the word, sorry.
Okay. And so do we have any suggestions on how many people? So is this what you're looking at? This is what Marie sent.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can
Can you
make this.
see it? Create an EIN for the club. What type of legal structure is applying for the EIN? That's what you just talked about, the identity.
Right. So yeah, it sounds like we would be doing the nonprofit is what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is pretty much it. But once you choose the entity type, it's just like a 1-page form that you have to complete and submit the application.
Okay. Okay. And so are we ready to move forward with this process? As far as what this looks like, or should we go into committee to decide that and bring the committee back to see how this is going to be a legal structure? Because in order for us to be able to move in the form of fundraising, we have to be able to receive monies,
Right.
and those monies have to be structured in such a legal way.
Yeah, there's a to your point, there's a section that says activities. And that's where you're supposed to put the reason for applying. One of them is banking purposes, specifically. And then there's like primary activity, which I would assume that we would be other. There's accommodations, construction, finance, food services, health care, insurance, manufacturing, real estate, retail. There's also social assistance, transportation, warehousing, wholesale, and others. So to answer your question, until we have a responsible party to put in here, because we would need first name, middle name, last name, suffix, title, and social security number. Until we have that person to put there, we know we're not ready to move forward.
Okay, so is there a motion for anybody to nominate themselves to be the responsible party? Okay, I think that might be a no. Okay, so I do have a proposal. I do have an organization, and if you want, I can actually incorporate a doing business as, because I am doing a lot of legwork here, and I want to make sure this organization grows. We can do we can incorporate this as a program piece on the TMT Youth Community Foundation, and just start to open up its own bank accounts for Cyber Bears and adopt it as a program piece. So you guys may want to think about that and be able to table that for next. I'll put that on the agenda for next week and let you guys think about it. Okay, so moving on. So we did come to a conclusion that in the last meeting we assigned roles. So we kind of did this already. I'm the president, Rich is the vice president, April's the secretary. She's out right now. I think she's feeling a little under the weather. And so that's what we discussed in last week's meeting. So that's a recap. Let's go to this week's agenda. So again, we're signed up for Thor. You guys have that information. So with the meeting space, I did meet with the teen center, Aaron. April set that up for me. He gave me a call. He said the only thing that he needs from us are the dates so we can put it on the calendar. I contacted Marie. She said that we should be meeting at least twice a month until competition season. And I don't want to misquote her. So hold on, let me pull up that email real quick. Okay, build space. Okay. And so I talked to Aaron and I added him to the email chain. So if you see Aaron Lasan, that is the director over at the Teen Center. She said, thank you for putting us on the list. Copy his emails. Okay. They will be willing to build space. I haven't had in convention with St. Monica's. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. I think she's responded back to that because she didn't understand what I was saying. Okay, let's see. Thanks, Marie. Okay, she gave us the competition dates. And so tonight, what we have to decide is when we are going to have our set a meeting calendar and to plan our first meeting to get ready for the competition for two showings. We have a showing where we're going to have a robot for our film kickoff, as well as we're going to double in for the competition, which we decided that last week, so that we can start to parade the robot around for sponsorship. And so I'm opening the floor right now. I'm also trying to find the dates. Hold on, because I want to give you the exact time she sent it to me. All right.
So you're saying when can we meet before the competition that's on October 15th and 14th?
Yes, and so, and she's suggesting that, I mean, we go ahead and set our calendar because we're supposed to be meeting 2 times to just, to one, figure out our recruitment strategy and to go ahead and start to put an infrastructure in to recruit new students. And to look at last year's competition to understand kind of and review that and to be able to kind of have an infrastructure to woo new members. And so that's what we're looking for today. When do you guys want to meet? Aaron called me last year. He said you guys will meet on a Wednesday and a Saturday. She suggested you only meet 2 times a month up until competition season. So we want to know when those dates should be.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I know I couldn't do, I can't do any weekends before the competition. I mean, if it's the weekday, I'll try to make something work, but I can't do any of those weekends. I won't be able to make it.
Okay, so we're meeting during the week because you are a pivotal part of this, Rich. Can we get the boys there during the week, and what day of the week do we want to do it? I know I can't do Fridays because we're in football season. Thursdays is kind of, you know, my nephew's playing too. I haven't gone to any of his games, but Friday I definitely can't do.
I'm sorry, if it was like October 2nd, that Sunday, I could do it that Sunday, but that would probably be like the only weekend day that I can do out of those 2
So we can
weekends.
schedule that a special Sunday before the competition just to make sure everything's good, but we need a calendar today. So can we say the first Thursday or the first Wednesday?
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
So can we pick a consistent meeting time, like the first Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock at the teen center, or first whatever that's convenient for everyone's schedule, so we can kind of be consistent? And if we want to add special days to it, Rich, we can. But if you're saying that you can't meet usually on weekends, then I'm happy to honor that.
No, I'm just saying as far as like October, I'm just saying I have certain things going on. That's what I was just saying. But yeah, I can yeah, if like the first Tuesday or Wednesday, if that works for everyone's schedule, that's fine with me.
Okay, Mr. David Parks, how does that work for your schedule?
That works fine for me. I don't have a problem with that.
We said 7 o'clock, right?
Is whatever. Oh, I think he says the teen center closes at like 8:30 or something.
It's either 8 or 8:30. So
Okay. So
at least
7 o'clock?
last season, I think last season it was 8 o'clock. So if we wanted to meet 7 to 8 or 6:30 to 8, either way, I can work with both of those.
Okay, so 6:30 to 8.
Yeah, I think 6:30 sounds good. I have another question. I'm sorry, this might be kind of off topic, but not really. But I just wanted to ask you before I forget. Maybe you know Mr. Parks. I know last year there was something where like there was a possible like grant if there were like college students that were interested in helping out. I've been in talk with some students from like Duke and NC State. So I was wondering if that opportunity is still available, like if that might be interested in volunteering? Is there a
We got a
grant that
budget.
might can cut?
We can spend that budget any way we want to. Did y'all, that budget, did you see that budget? It was, I listed it here. So the budget
No, I was
is,
saying there was a specific like grant last year that I was just wondering, is that still there? I know we had the budget. I was just wondering about that specific grant because it was like we promoted it last year, but we couldn't get any students to fill it. So I was just wondering if that was still there.
As far as I'm sorry,
no, go ahead. You know, you're part of the team.
as far as I know, the grants for getting the college students involved is still in play, and that's something that Marie tries to get renewed every year because she recognizes that they can be a help to us too, as far as getting the team kicked off, and it helps them as well. So yeah, I can verify with her, but I'm pretty sure it's still active.
Okay, I'll ask her too to get maybe official documentation so I can show them.
So, so I can put here and say, Rich is going to, why don't you email her and copy everybody, Rich? Rich, did you hear me?
Oh yeah, I heard you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Rich is going to inquire about grant to help college students. Okay. Okay. No, and that's not off topic because I mean, we're talking about meeting season and we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, what that looks like. And so if we had college students to assist, that looks, you know, those are the type of things that we need to discuss. So we're saying from 6:30 to 8, did you say Monday or Tuesday?
Let's do Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday. Okay, and so it'll be two times a month.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so then the
So
first,
that's what we're going to stick with until the official season in January.
yes.
Okay.
And what I can do is I can send out the dates to everybody. So when do you want to start that though? Do you want to start on the 27th of September? That gives us a week and a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to plan for the first meeting.
27 works for me. Yep, that works for me. I can make that work.
Okay, September 27th. Can we get the team there, guys?
I can get Tristan there. September 27th.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll start off. Go ahead.
I have a question for you. Just I've been I guess in talks with a electrical engineer. So and he's possibly interested in maybe helping out. So would that be like, can I invite him to like a meeting like that, or?
I think the first meeting, we probably need to get our team together, get them together, but any meeting after that, I think it'd be great.
Like so the like far as the competition in Chapel Hill, like people, that's like anybody can come to that, right?
Yeah, and they
So,
say
like,
and I think what we want to do is we want to talk to the team to see how they want to. They say it's a big recruiting time, and so and for us to, you know, I guess pre-season, get to know each other. And yes, I would invite any other students to that. I would open it up to any other students that want to come. I want them to be able to create flyers and put it in their schools. I've been working with kids for quite some time. My son came home and told me, Natalia said, do you know, I'm at her school, and something said to me, well, invite Natalia to the Cyber Bears team because she's worked with TNT. So I think that we can have the team become a recruiting magnet because we got, I think, like 2 or 3 schools at the table here. How does that sound?
Nah, that
That
sounds
actually
good.
sounds good, yes.
Okay, Miss Ware, I want to get you involved. Can you help put together the calendar of dates that those dates would fall on so that we all be aware when the second Saturday, when these two Saturdays fall, and take some of this stuff off my plate a little bit, please?
What Saturdays are you talking about?
I think you meant second Tuesday, right?
Second
Is that
Tuesday,
what?
yeah, second
Okay.
Tuesday. Ms. Ware?
Oh, I'm sorry. On Tuesday, 6:30, yes.
No,
I thought you.
what would be great is if we could put these dates on the
Oh,
calendar.
oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm multitasking, so forgive me.
Okay, yeah, so if you could send me a list of when those dates occur, so that I can get it to the website, I can just, you send it to me, I can copy paste and I can get it to our website.
Okay, what dates that we can do it? What dates are you asking for?
So it would start with September
27.
27th, and then you would skip 2 weeks, and then you give us that date, then you skip 2 more weeks and give us that date, and then you would give us a calendar for what it looks like up into competition season.
Okay, yeah, because well, let me look at the calendar. I think the only concern for me is that if that falls around the Thanksgiving holiday for November and the
Well, when
Christmas
you,
holiday.
yeah, when you come back with the dates, we're gonna say, oh, nope, that's Christmas holiday. Oh, nope, that's Christmas holiday. I'm just trying to get you engaged, give you a task so that all the tasks don't fall on me.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then too, at that point, we would need to, I guess, identify another date that would work, because I don't think Thanksgiving or Christmas is gonna work for any of us.
No,
Yeah,
Right.
right, yeah. Okay.
Hey, Tanisha, I have a question, or I'm just looking at the calendar. If you were talking about doing the first meeting on the 27th.
uh-huh.
Uh,
So then that would give us the 11th coming back again. And that's gonna be
Okay,
a
yeah, that-
long day. Huh?
that works. I was looking at it wrong. I think the 11th will be fine, because then that's the competition is that week, so that'll give us time to
Yep.
prepare.
And then
That
so we have the 27th, and then we have the 11th. And I like the idea of you saying, hey, I got October 2nd open. So to start this calendar off, we say we'll have 3 dates between now and competition time. We will have September Tuesday, and in my mind, we give the kids come up with a flyer that we can get, or maybe I need to come with a flyer. Maybe we need to call. I like taking money from the budget to go with a flyer so that they go back to school and get people to their robotics meeting that following October 2nd and take them with us. Take new kids with us to this competition team so they can see it. What y'all think about that?
Well, you said I heard you say something about October 2nd. I got confused. I'm sorry.
Well, you said you had October 2nd available. That's the only weekend that you could meet.
Oh, yeah, okay, but I thought you said them take something to state school for October 2nd. That's why I got confused.
Well, let them take something to school after. I think that they should have a meeting on September. I think we should come with flyers on September 27th that says, do you want to be a part of our African American robotics team? Right? And then when we meet, we let them know what the calendar is. We get hip hop parade. We bring the, and I don't know how that is. I don't know what's going on with this. With the robot is not running. So I got to get, and they said, I think that they said we can store the robot there. So I'll get the robot to the center before, but it's not running. April had it this summer when we got it. April's son couldn't get it up. And then my son was like, hey, Christian was like, hey, where's the laptop? So April ended up giving us a laptop, but me and him haven't touched it because he's applying for college right now. So it's just, I need some help. I need some help.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I need help. So I want to get the robot to us to make sure we can get it running, because we can't compete with a robot that's not running. So y'all got to look at it. I don't have time to look at no robots. And so that's one thing. Teen Center said yes, give them dates. Miss Ware, you're gonna give me dates. When can I have the dates from you?
She just put in the chat, she stepped away.
Okay, so as soon as I get the dates from her, I need to give them to the teen center so that I'm gonna give them the first 3 dates that we have. And then, and I tell you what, we can take care of that. I'll give them the first 3 dates. Let's look at the 27th, the 11th, and the 2nd. And then in the next meeting, we can decide yay, day on the calendar and then put that calendar in stone. Does that sound
Okay.
good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's done. 3 dates. Whew.
All right.
Y'all hard.
And you did say St. Monica's.
Yes, same Monica, same place we were meeting at. I'll send him those dates tomorrow. I'll copy all of you guys. So when he says yes, you guys know that that's confirmation. Don't look for another email from me. Don't look for a reminder from me. I got to manage a lot of stuff. So just know that I'm going to copy everybody and you probably not going to hear anything else from me. And you're going to see me September 27th because I don't have an assistant on this. So I will send that email and copy everybody. So I did talk to NC State. They're willing to help out with the robotics. That is why the second date of October 14th, 14th and 15th are 2 days. The 14th is the TNT Youth Community Foundation Day. Why am I bringing this into my organization? Because it just makes sense. You know, the only reason I can do this is because I already do this with my organization. And so having a robot in addition to the film cameras that we have is a great marriage as far as I'm concerned. And NC State said that they would probably let us use their entrepreneur lab, and it comes with 3D printing. It comes with laser cutting, but they need the dates. And so I have to get that approved. So the calendar of how we're going to meet for competition season, they said they'd be willing to host some of the dates that we need so that if the robot needs anything extra, the kids can actually make it in the maker space.
Okay.
That's yay! Y'all get excited about that? I get excited about that. Okay. Okay. So
Kim is back. She just said she's back.
okay, so that's another thing on the table. NC State supporting the Cyber Bears, which is really good because if we can, they already have some first mentors in that space creating coding for some of the teams. And my hope is that when we put the students in the NC State space, because of whatever happened with Shaw, we can enhance our robot and our robot can climb and do all the other stuff that everybody else's robot can too. And then we get able mentors coming to the table so we can build that relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Okay. So, any questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just was reading in the chat because I know you're talking. Kim, Miss Ware is just reconfirming that it's every other Tuesday starting September 27th, right?
Yes, and an extra
Yes.
date for the Sunday, what's that, Sunday 3rd or something?
Second, I think
The
he said the
second.
second.
So that gives us 3 dates
Okay.
to be able to engage with the kids, make sure the robot is running. And then it gives us time so that they can invite all their friends, because that's what we're doing. We're inviting friends during this time and getting them all pumped up to compete.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. I know I heard another date and I had to step away. Is that time for that Saturday different than the 6:30 to 8:30? What time is it on that Saturday?
Yeah.
I think he said, didn't you say a Sunday, Rich? I think you said Sunday.
Or the Sunday?
Yeah, the
whatever
second is a Sunday.
is,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what time, Rich?
I'm free. I can make anything work on that Sunday.
So is the teen center open on Sunday?
I don't know.
So we'll send an email, and if not, I have space at my space. It's just that I would have to transport the robot that day. And so I don't know, I would need help with transportation if we can't get the teen center. Do we have a volunteer for that? Helping me transport the robot to get it from teen center to wherever it needs to be? Or maybe we might not need the robot.
So yeah, I was about to say, are we
So we're transferring the robot to the teen center. So we're meeting at the teen center on the 27th, right?
Yes.
And they said that we can hold it there, right? Didn't you say that?
I think so. When I send this email, I'm gonna be like, hey, can we hold it there? And I said, he asked me how long. And so when she told me the pre-competition season, I was like, oh, okay. But so I'll see if we can work that out. Cause I mean, it's a lot. April bought 2 tubs to my house. Y'all know what it is. So it's 2 tubs plus the robot, plus the bumpers, so I think last year they stored it in the closet. Did they store it in the closet?
Well,
That's what I remember.
last year, they
We stored it
literally
in the
gave us
closet.
the whole room and they just locked the room.
Okay, so we'll see whether or not we can get the same thing this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be ideal.
Okay. So then, and then if we do a Sunday meeting, it doesn't, we'll work it out. So we're not I just want to make sure that y'all know we have meetings. We got to get the kids there. St. Monica Teen Center says yes. NC State is looking at us and saying yes, but we got to cultivate that relationship. So the October 4th date, which is a robotics and Black people STEM, and hey, this is what we're doing over here date, where we want to call out people to see what the kids are doing, so that we can attract people to the table to sponsor the team. Yeah, okay, so let's return back. Let me see. I think that we're almost done with the agenda. Let's see. September. Okay, so NC State EIN number, look at that. So next steps. Okay, so we have meeting September 27th. What's that, Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30. 6:30 to 8:30. And then that was October 11th. And I have to do this now because if I don't, I'm not gonna come back to this. I'll come back next time, 5 minutes for the meeting, and won't know what we said. So hold up real quick. And if anybody want to volunteer to be the secretary, to do this for me, so that I don't have to multitask, I would love any assistance. Mr. Watkins, you've been very silent. You there, Mr.
That's because I'm working. I'm working in Charlotte, so I'm just listening right now.
Okay. So you on board? We're gonna have Maurice too there?
Yes, I heard the dates and everything, so I'll make sure he's there.
Okay. And you got that big old monster truck now, so when I need some help and transporting stuff, little old me and April, we might call on your muscle to help us get some stuff to and from the teen center.
I mean, that's right up my alley. I work a lot out of town, so as long as it fit in my schedule, I got y'all.
Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to when this email comes back from Aaron, then I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna say, Mr. Watkins, when you gonna come pick it up out my garage? Because I had
that's fine.
I think April bought it to me and April bought the garage. I went and got the robot, and then she came back and bought me the tubs. So it's 2 cars, and then my little car need to go into the shop right now, so it can't handle all that stuff at one time.
I got it. I was transporting it last year. I can come pick it up. There's no problem.
Well, that's what's up. Okay, so I greatly appreciate that. So September 11th. Let me see. Hold on. I don't think I did that right. 6:30. PM, and this would be. This is the 2nd, right? Okay, that's what that is. And this is the 2nd, 3rd, what is that? Sunday?
It's the 2nd.
The 2nd.
Sunday is the 2nd, yeah.
And then we'll put Sunday there. Okay, now so Sunday, and then we have We have October, I think it's 14th. That's going to be at, that's gonna be a robot showing with, at the, Raleigh Found It. And I really want parents to be in that space or students to be in that space so that we'll be showing what the students have done with the Cyber Bears. We're working to get people out for that particular event. It's gonna be like a networking event. And we want to start to attract people to the space and attract the corporations that possibly could employ the kids, as well as, you know, sponsor the robot. And so we're working with my partners at Raleigh Found It and my team to be able to do that. We're going to show a bunch of films, but the robotics is a special piece of it all because it ties everything into the Silicon Valley of the East, which is a documentary we're working on right now. And then we have October 15th, and that's at Chapel Hill High. I think that's, well, those are the dates. 15th, yep. And then I think that was at 7:30 in the morning. And this
What-
is,
Oh,
you have a question, Rich?
oh no, I was just gonna say, what's the time for the 14th?
It's yeah, it's I think it's like 7.
Okay.
Raleigh Found It. That's what kind of place is that?
That's a co-working spot, a space. And
Okay.
I think it's going to be at the it's at 2409. And you guys get more information. It's Crabtree Boulevard. Okay. All right. Are there any questions, guys?
I don't have any
Well,
questions. I
guys.
appreciate you putting
Okay.
this all together though.
What'd you say?
I said I don't have any questions. I appreciate you putting this all together though.
Man, we have to, you know, we got to support our kids. You know, I know all y'all working, you know, and so this falls right in line with what we're doing. I feel like we were gifted a robot. And if y'all don't give me an EIN number, I'm just gonna swoop this program up and hey, we got a robotics team and we're gonna keep it moving.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make sure that that our children have an opportunity, because y'all saw the faces in there last year, and it, you know, and just like everybody said, you know, as much as schools spend on athletics, you know, everybody can have a career in this space. You know, I just need y'all support. And I need us to look at the fundraising piece, because I just really want to make sure that we can catch this program. And the whole big part of it is, well, I ain't getting paid. That's the only thing I'm hearing from people. I ain't getting paid. But, you know, I'm sending my son to this. And so I couldn't afford to put him into a robotics program at $2,000-$3,000 for a competition team. But what can we do collectively? And this is the same conversation I had on my board today. So I'm trying to find a coalition of the willing, and I appreciate everybody for being present tonight. Ms. Ware, I appreciate you for picking for doing the dates. Mr. Watkins, I appreciate you for coming to get the robot. Rich, I appreciate you for bringing in mentors. Dr. Parks, I appreciate you for holding the robot. And LaDonna, I appreciate you for saying, I'll do it.
Okay.
So any questions, guys?
Nah,
Not right
just
now,
wanna-
no.
I just want to tell you, I'm showing you my commitment to the Cyber Bears, because that October 14, 15 is actually my homecoming weekend, but I'm gonna be there.
Thank you. And look, bring your book. I'll give you a vendor spot. And you tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Bring your book. And let's let people know we're committed to making excellence out of our children. You know, because I show up in a space and they be like, Tamisha, who coming with you? And I'll be like, hold on a minute. And I have to get into my team, because we can't expect our children to get if we're not giving.
Right.
We can't beg for an education. They're gonna educate their children. What about us educating our own? So thank y'all for taking time out of your schedule tonight, taking, you know, an hour. I appreciate it. I'm here. I'm gonna make it happen. I appreciate y'all for showing up. And hey, come on, let's score some points this year. Let's have a robot that can do more than defend.
Thank
Let's
you.
fly.
Let's do it. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So
Let's
our next
fly.
meeting is the 27th, right? To confirm
The
this
next meeting,
confirm.
and do you guys, so do you want to continue to kind of sporadically do emails, or you want to set something up consistently where we meet? What's good for y'all? Hold on, my computer about to go dead. I'm listening.
I'm sorry, I got lost.
Consistency is probably best for me because that allows me to plan ahead of time so I can try to coordinate, just in general what I have going on at home.
What was that? I couldn't hear you, Miss Ware.
No, I was saying a consistent meeting works for me because that allows me to plan, just the more time I have to know when something's happened, the better I can just plan.
Okay, so can I teach you how to go in and go ahead and when we do that calendar, go ahead and make a consistent meeting and you keep us abreast on meeting dates?
I
Or you
can.
can
I'm in the shared. Well, I think I'm in the shared folder. So I don't know if you want me to put something there or
Well, if you
email
go into
something out.
yes, if you go into Google Calendar and you just hit us up for whatever date you want, 7 o'clock this time, and I'll come in, I'll put the Zoom link in to make sure that everybody has the link, but it's already there. There's one less thing that I have to do.
Okay, well, I mean, if we have I guess that what may be a good thing is on the 27th, if the parents are there to kind of coordinate and see, because you want the most availability, I would imagine, of those who can attend to see which time and date works best for them, so we can go ahead and make sure we have somewhat of a consensus on what works, because what might work for just me may not work for the majority. So
Okay.
we
So
can
I'm
do that
hearing
on the
some of your
27th.
I'm hearing some of your administrative skills. Can you want to come up with the agenda and make it a parent meeting as well as a student meeting and then work out the one less thing I gotta do. I can't do it by myself.
I
team.
know. I know. I hear you. I will do my best. I don't know, what I feel like I'm a little bit a deer in headlights because this is really my first time being this engaged on what is happening. I normally have been bringing Skylar. We've done robotics through Y Achievers, which has not been, they've not been meetings. Well, I just bring them.
Well, wait, hey, this is a small team. And the small
Definitely more experience than me because I don't know anything.
What do you think I know about a robot? I just want my son I want the children to succeed. And so I'm here administrative. I am a clutter box. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I need some help. I hear structure. Normally April's here, but I don't know April's sick or something. I don't know. Usually she's my right hand. I've been calling her, but she's sick. So I need to stand in her space. So I hear agenda and I hear parent meeting and I hear maybe us getting together in a subcommittee to see what this first meeting looks like.
Okay, so when you okay, so let me just make sure I understand. So, because what I was thinking is on the 27th, maybe asking the parents to, if we're trying to get, you said on the 2nd was when we were trying to get, other students that we're soliciting for to come on the 2nd.
I ain't say all that. See, yeah, me and you
Okay.
and me and you and me, you, and sound like LaDonna, because she's always willing. She gonna will. We need to probably do another meeting, and we need to probably come up with the agenda for what we're going to do and how we're going to present, how these 3 meetings are going to flow. So we go in with a plan.
Okay, so do you want to meet sometime in the next week or so to plan that out?
Yeah, I just volunteered to LaDonna. Is that okay?
And then I can work on putting the agenda together.
Yeah, LaDonna, I just volunteered. Is that okay? I ain't heard nothing.
Because I'm working on the dates now.
Well, it's not okay. I tell you what, you put it together. LaDonna's quiet. Put it together, get it back.
Okay, I'm here. I couldn't get it off mute. That's fine. Just let me know what day. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. So me, you, and LaDonna will go into what this parent meeting, and I like the idea because I hadn't thought that far of Sunday just being, hey, here's a meeting for all parents. We give them a flyer on the 27th, and then we have an interest meeting on the October 3rd. October 2nd.
Second, okay.
Okay, so that's what it sounds like that you just came up with, and you talking about you don't have no input. Come on, we got to empower ourselves, empower our community, and love on our kids in the Silicon Valley of the East.
You are in the right job right now. 'Cause I'm over here struggling, but okay. So, do you want me to get together the meeting for next week?
Yes.
Um,
I want
okay,
you to
I don't
post-
have a Zoom. You just gonna send me the Zoom link?
You know what? I don't know if I can. I got limited capabilities. I don't have, and this is what I'm talking about when we talk about Cyber Bears, because right now Cyber Bears is becoming an added expense for my organization. And so, like, you know what I'm saying? So we need to look at
Can
that.
we do Google Meets? Isn't
Yeah, we
Google
could.
Meets free?
That's fine.
Okay.
But I actually record the Cyber Bears meeting. So that is an important feature that I have with Zoom that I'm paying for. And I'm just recording this so that we can have it on file. But we can do a subcommittee without it being recorded. That's fine.
Okay. Well, I'll send a Google meeting and if y'all can accept, that's fine. If not, we'll just propose a new time
Okay.
if you can't meet.
And that just
And I would
takes,
imagine, LaDonna, your email is in the other emails
that's in the thread.
in the email chains. I'm trying to talk and pull it
Yes.
up, which I do struggle
It starts off with LaDonna Jones, so you can't miss it.
Oh, okay. So that'll be easy.
Yep.
Go, Miss
So it might also be good,
Yay!
Do we,
Woo!
well, and do we have a contact list that maybe we can post to like phone numbers and email addresses separately so we can post to the
I don't-
shared?
Oh, okay, so what I can do is, okay, so only thing I have is that thread. So of email, of phones, I can screenshot it, send it to you. But yeah, you can type it up and put it in the Google Drive as contacts, and we can share it with everybody. So we can have a phone.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So we
I
got you
I got it.
engaged. That's high five.
Yay.
Miss Ware. Yay! Good job.
You can call me Kim. You can call me
Thank you, Kim.
Of
Thank you.
course.
Mwah. Appreciate that. Okay, so are there any other questions that we have, guys? Well, we went past 5 minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming out, and we will see you September 27th. And let's go, Cyber Bears!
All right.
Bears. All right.
Have a good night.
Thank
Bye.
you. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.